No idea why.
Yeah, this meeting is being live streamed. Got it. Right, I'm going to put out my tweet then.
Okay.
Is it on the My New Football Club YouTube? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, because I put a link to that in the tweet.
God, I need to go to the toilet. No idea why.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell, I'm live.
You can't say you need to go to the toilet already. It's just started.
Okay. Right. Okay. Let me do a tweet. Fucking hell, I need a piss.
And your face is lit up like crazy.
Who, me?
Yeah, yeah.
Is it?
I don't know why.
What should we call it? Bolton what?
Bolton recap.
Bolton recap. Very nice.
I'm slightly worried because nothing's coming up on mine. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it is.
Oh my God. Oh, shut up.
Oh dear.
Right. Okay.
You're gonna leave me on the live stream while you go for a wee.
Professional. What?
Oh, I was gonna say you're gonna leave me on the live stream while you go to the toilet.
Why is everything pink?
This is exactly how the My New Football Club stream should be.
Yeah, it's not. Should we wait to see if anyone joins? Come on, 2 are watching now. Hello, watch. It's probably just us watching. It's just us.
My laptop and your laptop. Oh, let's wait for some people to get in, shall we?
Yeah.
Let's get the viewers rocking up.
Yeah. Oh, actually,
one of them's probably my dad. To be fair.
Okay, so much recording to do. It's insane.
There's so many things in the top left of my screen as well. Recording, live, YouTube, all sorts.
Yeah. Okay. Right, we got some people in. Now
right.
let's be serious.
Right, okay.
Welcome everybody. This is a pilot episode. They're not all going to be as bad as this.
No. Hopefully not anyway.
Right. Hi, John.
Hello. How's it going?
Yeah, good. This is a pilot episode of My New Football Club. It's going to be all this audio will be out as a podcast, so we're lucky people. But we just thought we'd stream it with the possible intention of streaming on a Sunday morning. That sounds all right, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Hopefully consistent live streams on a Sunday morning, right after.
Yeah, consistent and professional.
Those are the 2 words synonymous with the My New Football Club podcast.
Yeah, we're hoping this is going to be half an hour on a Sunday morning, and that you pop along and you go, hey, and we can chew over the Saturday's performance, and I can talk about what I take from the game.
Is there a chat box or anything like that we can get questions in, and can people type and talk to us?
What, like a sexy one?
Not necessarily sexy, but just a chat box.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
People can get their questions rolling in as well. Anything they
want.
Yeah.
And obviously, if you're a dick, you're banned.
Yeah. So don't be a dick. Don't lose the privilege. Why would you want to lose the right and privilege to watch us two? It's beautiful.
But you don't get any second chances. You're banned.
One stupid dicky comment and you're out.
Right. So yesterday, so if we finish at 2:30, let's say, okay. So yesterday, I realised when we play away, I'm unfocused.
Yeah. What? Elaborate.
I just don't even think about the team.
I saw you're at a pantomime, which is just what is that's not on, is it? You gotta be. Oh, you could have watched the game when I follow.
What the Princess Theatre?
Well, yeah, you can add it on your phone.
But I do have this thing. I sort of lose. I didn't even know they were really playing Bolton, and I'm like, why is that a thing? Because when we're playing at home, I am fully focused. And then I got home from Wishy Washy, Widow Twanky. I was like, oh fuck, they play. Oh fuck, 2-0.
You didn't even know we were playing.
I did, but I was unfocused. So I've been on holiday for 4 or 5 days. But whenever we play Barnsley, I'm always just a bit, what's going on?
Barnsley?
Whenever we played away.
Oh, sorry. Right. Okay. That confused me. Yeah. I get
Yeah,
you.
whenever we've played away, I'm always a bit like, oh,
Yeah. I don't know. That might be
not
just
good.
an adjustment thing that you need to get used to. Saturdays are always just been football for me. I've never known any different. But
But I
obviously,
don't feel like you're focused when we're playing at home. I think you're doing your thing up in Manchester, not
no,
really thinking
I
about the
almost
team.
always watch the game somehow if I can,
Right,
or follow it.
right.
If not. But yeah,
I
no,
don't want to feel unfocused. I want to feel focused on the team wherever they are playing in the country.
Well, then you're gonna have to cut out those pantomime trips, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, so I got home last night. I put in Googled Exeter and Bolton, and it came up 2 now. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
How am
I
I
think
going to
that was the
spin
general
this?
consensus in Bolton as well. I think that was the general consensus. Well, I mean, I don't know. People might better chime in, but my thoughts were that the game was sort of an amalgamation of us being really, really bad and them
Why?
being pretty good. I don't, to be honest, I don't know why we were so poor yesterday. We were just the first half was borderline painful to watch at times. We were just giving the ball away. It didn't look dangerous at all. The first 3 minutes, I thought, oh God, okay, we could be in for a game here.
Oh, hello.
After that,
3 minutes?
Yeah, we had a 3-minute spell at the beginning of the game. I think we got
Very promising.
behind. And then I thought, okay, this could be good. We could cut these apart. And then they were just so good. They didn't even have their strongest defense out, and they didn't cause them any problems whatsoever. As soon as Sam came on, to be fair, we looked completely different with the three, with Stano, Sam, and Giovanni just in behind. We did look a lot better, but I just can't really. I keep switching in my mind whether we made them look good or whether they were just very good. I mean, it could have been 5-0 at half time. They hit the post twice. Jamal saved one point blank. So pretty dreary times. But big shout out to all the City fans that went, because with the train strikes, with everything that's going on in the world and the weather, we still took 874.
800?
Yeah, 874.
How long does that take?
I think it took, well, I can't speak for all fans, but it took Dad and my brother, it took them about 4 hours.
What, and then your dad drove back?
Yeah, well, they car shared, so they went with a couple of, with a director and that. So yeah.
Oh, went with who?
Went with Clive. Big shout out to
Clive?
Clive. He listens to the pod.
Is Clive the man I met in the bar? Does he
Uh,
wear a suit and stand by the door?
he does wear a suit. I don't know if he stands by the door. I think you've definitely met Clive, but I don't know whether you'll remember him. But yeah,
Who's the man who wears a suit and stands by the door and who's very welcoming in the bar? Who's that?
where? In which bar?
By the door.
Which door? There's loads of doors.
The door from the bar to the seating area.
What? What?
You know bar? The bar where they sell, not sell, where they sell, you know the bar where they've got the cakes on plates and alcohol and soft drinks? The bar.
Cakes on plates?
Next to the Heritage Lounge.
Oh,
the Heritage
okay. Bar. Right. No, just down from the Heritage Lounge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the man that stands by the door?
I think it's Giles. I think his name.
Thank you.
Well, sorry for not getting from your signals. The man in the suit that stands by the door with the cakes on trays.
Okay. Ben Davies. Hello, Ben. Opinions on the pantomime. So we went to the pantomime in Torquay, and opinions on the pantomime. There's a guy called Carl Johns who's performing in the pantomime. I haven't stopped Googling him since I absolutely loved him. I don't know who he is, but I loved him. I'll be honest, it got a bit plotty in the first half and I felt a bit dozy, but second half really perked up. Thank you.
The first question we've ever had on a live stream was nothing to do with. That's great. That's good to
know. How are you feeling about the team? Because I feel like we've had a really tough period. We always knew we were going to have a tough period, and we've had some good performances in that period.
Mm-hmm. What do I feel about the team?
Well, should we not be? Have we got a run of easier games now?
No, well, we got Bolton on Boxing Day, which is a really
We just played Bolton.
Portsmouth on Boxing Day. Sorry, it's too much in the Bolton mindset, which is going to be another really tricky game. Portsmouth always a good side, got a big budget. They'll have good players. Who I haven't done my research just yet, and then we've got Bristol Rovers after that, which I'm actually working on the radio for, but.
Right.
That's not going to be an easy game. There's no such thing as an easy game, but there's definitely winnable games.
Right.
Should have beaten Sheffield Wednesday at home. We should have beaten Morecambe away. So there's 4 points we've dropped already. But
we played well both those matches.
Yeah, I don't think we played well on Saturday or yesterday.
Why?
I don't.
Is it anything to do with the travel?
Maybe it always has. It always plays a part, doesn't it? They've travelled such long distances all season long, but I just don't know what was wrong. We didn't get it right yesterday. The players.
Were you moaning?
No, I'm not really a big moaner. I get frustrated, I think, but not. I don't moan. I think, everyone who watches City week in week out will know that Archie is the most important player to the way we play, and he wasn't on it yesterday like he has been for most of the season. But that's not just a dig at Archie because nobody was on it. Little
dig.
Well, it's only a dig because it's how important his role is. If he's not ticking, we're not ticking, and that's, it's an issue really that we could do with solving, because we can't just rely on Archie to be a 10 out of 10 every week.
And the defence? And there's no Pierce. Pierce didn't play today.
Yeah, so Pierce has obviously got some sort of injury or was ill or something along those lines, but wasn't anywhere near the matchday squad.
I tell you what, player of the season for me so far.
I was saying the same thing in the stands. Maybe not quite to that extreme, but he's been one of our best players. I think
to that extreme.
I wouldn't say it's all tied up.
Player of the season,
because
without him, he's the heartbeat and the lungs.
Yeah. But I think there's some shouts as well. To be honest, I think Jake Caprice has been immense this season. So good. I think Jack Sparks was having a good season, and until recently he's dropped off a little bit performance wise. But yeah, to be honest, the defense. There was a weird sort of 20-minute spell in that first half where we just couldn't cope with them. They were knocking it around us. We were committing.
Really?
They looked really, really good. But we were just making it so easy. There was one point where we trapped them in the corner and they just knocked it around us, took 3 or 4 players out of the game, and they did look dangerous in attack. But yeah, it's.
I looked at the league table. I've noticed I'm looking up all the time. I'm like, well, a couple of wins will be, and then I just had a little glance down. So fucking hell.
Yeah, I think fortunately for us, I've watched a lot of the teams play this season because I've got mates at uni that are sort of Burton fans and fans of teams in and around the bottom, and I've watched enough of those teams to think we'll be all right. I don't want to, obviously, that's classic jinx it, so touch wood, but I just don't. And actually, we lost to Burton and Cheltenham, and we drew against Morecambe, and we haven't actually got good results against those bottom sides. But I just, over the course of the season, they just do not strike me as good enough to stay.
3 wins, we're in the playoffs.
Is that the way you're looking at it?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it's the better way to look at it. It's better to be optimistic and looking up and excited rather than thinking
we're too good. We're too good.
Yeah. We've also got January coming up, so
what does that mean?
People poaching our players, etc. So we'll see how we manage.
Do you think they're going to lose players?
I don't know. I personally think, I haven't heard anything, but I personally think it's inevitable with some players. I can't personally see Giovanni staying. Not that I haven't.
Sinking ship.
No.
Rats leaving a sinking ship.
No.
Stick it out.
I don't know. It's going to be.
I don't like the idea of players. Oh, fuck it, I'm going. Stick it out. See the season out. That's
football, David. Unfortunately.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
It's just a merry-go-round. The players come in and go and come and go, and the only thing that stays is the foundations of the club itself. So This is your first team, so you've got an emotional attachment to it. But eventually, these are all going to go, and there'll be none of these first set of players you've watched in the squad. You'll have a whole new squad, and
yeah, and that'll be what in about 6 months. Who's
no,
he?
not quite that.
Benny
drastic.
Williamson. Who's Benny Williamson? Get rid of Benny Williamson. I don't know him from Adam. They're all going to be
Yeah, but
new.
you didn't know any of these players from Adam until you came in. So
Yeah, I know. Do you know what? I googled Matt Taylor yesterday to see what he was up to.
he didn't have a good time of it yesterday, did he? Lost 3-0 to West Brom, who are down there with him. So it would be slightly awkward if they got relegated and they were playing us next season? I don't know.
Jamie Clifford says handbrake bloody John. Handbrake firmly on.
Yeah, well, it is. You know what? I don't care. It's on. Yeah, it's on. We're not going anywhere. We're staying in League One, hopefully. I think if we keep playing like we did yesterday, we'll be more likely to be in a relegation battle than anywhere near the top.
But we won't, because we'll win all our games at home.
All of them.
Well, the large percentage.
Do you think?
Yeah, easy. Yeah.
You don't look very optimistic.
No, chewing this now like nobody's business.
Oh dear. I don't know. I think this running has been really difficult. I think Gary Calder's had the toughest time of it, and it's not. And I don't think it's an accurate representation of how Gary's going to do as a manager here. I think you just got to see it out through this rocky patch, and let's try to pick up some wins.
If we did win the next 2 or 3 games, we would be up there, wouldn't we?
Who would we have to beat?
Yeah. What are the next 2 or 3 games?
Portsmouth, Bristol Rovers, and then someone away, Oxford away New Year's Day, I think.
Oh, fucking
And
hell.
Oxford are like real weird.
They beat us 4-0.
Yeah, well, 4-1, but they're weird dark horses. They haven't done fantastically well, but they are a really good team. So it's weird. Let's get the fixtures up real quick. So so we've got Portsmouth at home, Bristol Rovers away, Oxford away. And then, how's it gone all the way down there? Yeah. Then Forest Green at home. That's one we've got to be winning.
Beat them, smash their asses.
Then Portsmouth away. So we've got Portsmouth pretty close to each other twice. Then Barnsley at home. We'll do well to get something out of that. We did play it well up there, but
we beat them.
Yeah, we played well up there, but
yeah, we'll beat them.
Okay. Barnes, we spoke that Barnsley at home, and then we got MK Dons away. That's one we really should be winning.
Crap.
Again. Charlton at home.
Are they crap, or did I just say that without thinking?
No, I think they are near the bottom. MK Dons.
Right.
Charlton at home. Burton away. That's gonna. I think by the 11th of Feb, that's my prediction. We'll know whether we're pushing upwards or downwards.
That's what she said.
Great. Yeah. I think it's going to be interesting. February time's going to be crunch.
Can you imagine January? We just go on a little run, which could easily happen. We got the players to do it.
We need players to come back from injury, and we need
Who?
Squad. Well, Pierce is a big miss.
Yeah.
At the moment, we got
someone mentioned here. Best legs in Bolton. Don't know. Wasn't there. Something about Pierce having a hand injury.
I've not heard anything. I think he might have got injured in the Sheffield Wednesday game.
Okay.
But I'm not too sure.
Jack Play said, "What do you think of Jamal Blackman's Cruyff turn? Did he do another one?"
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. I was thinking.
Did he?
2-0 down, whacking out Cruyff turns like it's nobody's business. Awful. Absolutely. I was almost sick, and we were 2-0 down. It was terrible.
Did he pull it off?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Came off. And actually,
there you go then.
Then his pass was actually incredible as well.
There you go.
I think he kicked it straight to Keggs or somebody on the right hand side. But it's just no need. There's just absolutely no need. If you want to play outfield and whack out these Cruyff turns, be my guest. You know what? I'm all for putting Jamal Blackman up front or wherever he wants to play with his Cruyff turns. But if he got it near the goal, Do not play with Cruyff turns, please. Cheers. And the thing is, he did it. So, I can't remember what away game it was, or whether it might have been at home. And he did it, and the other player knew exactly what he was going to do, nicked it off him, and he had to pull off a worldy save to not let it go in. So the teams know now that he wants to whack out a Cruyff turn, and he almost got caught yesterday. It was only because the turn was so good that he got away from him, but the player was still expecting it.
Would you tell him to his face to stop whacking out a Cruyff turn?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't say anything horrible about him to his face. And it's not horrible. I wouldn't criticize. I'm scared of him.
Are you?
Look at the size of him. Do you think I'd say anything to Jamal Blackman negative? No.
I mean, he did a Cruyff. He basically said he did a wonderful Cruyff turn and hit a beautiful pass.
Yeah, well, I've complimented him, but I'm saying if I was manager, I'd be benching him after that.
Would you?
Yeah, I'd be like, no, that's not on. You don't do that near our goal.
Wow.
But I think he's an incredible keeper. So, swings and roundabouts. But please don't, if you're listening, Jamal, which is not, but if you are, don't Cruyff turn.
So what do you think is the problem at the moment?
That's a great question.
Thank you.
And if I knew, I would probably be the manager. But
it feels like it's one week we're performing really well and deserving to win.
I think that you've answered the question itself. I think it's just consistency. And I said this at the start of the season, that one thing that's going to stop us from really challenging at the top end, as in like playoffs, is going to be the ability to play consistently. And be as good as we were against Sheffield Wednesday, against Bolton and other teams. And, because we played like we just spoke about before, we played so well at Barnsley away. And then the following week, we'll lose to Burton at home, which is no disrespect to Burton. But that's a game that out of the two, you'd probably be thinking we beat Burton and lose to Barnsley. So it's frustrating. I think we need to be better away from home. We need to be more adaptable. Yesterday was absolutely freezing cold, horrible pitch. The pitch was crap considering, the size of the club Bolton are. It's a bit frozen. I don't know what it was, but those are the two main things for me. I think consistency, being able to put performances together.
I cannot handle going into League Two.
Why has that popped into your head?
I don't know. I just feel miserable.
Yeah, and this is the thing.
I can't honestly. I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing that. No.
Well, you won't have a choice.
Well, I will have a choice. I'll stay at home. Fuck that. I'm not watching all that shit again.
Why? That's such a terrible attitude.
Is it? Is it? I just want to keep going up. I can't. Honestly, it just feel like I'm wasting a year of my life. Going, I've done all this. I've done all that. We've got promoted from here. We don't need to do that again. I'm not doing that again.
We might have to, though. We might have to go League Two and then down again and then go back up to. That's the reality of lower league football, unfortunately, David. It's not just up, up, up. Sometimes it's up, down, up, up. Stay where you are for a bit, up again.
20 years, up again, down, wait another 15 years.
Is not to have to wait 10 years again for a promotion, but it could.
Craig Chudley, David has never had a bad run of games like this. This is where we'll find out if he's a real fan.
Craig Chudley, wow. That's the best point that's ever been made on the pod.
I'll be honest with you, Craig. I think it was when we lost 4-1 to Oxford. I did kind of think, I can't be fucked to do the podcast. What are we going to talk about? I did feel like...
I don't think that's a question of your fandom, though, is it?
No.
That's just a question of your application.
No, but...
I get what you mean. It'd be hard, wouldn't it? It'd be hard to sit here and go, well, we've lost 4-1. There's probably no positives whatsoever.
Oh my God. And I don't want to be one of those podcasts where you're slagging off players and managers. What? Why do I want to do that?
Whenever I say someone isn't performing well, it's because I know they can perform better. I'm not going, he's shit and he shouldn't be playing and this, that.
You do when the camera's off.
Oh, why have you said that? Because I don't. You know, that is not true to anybody listening. I'm a great advocate of all City players.
Tom L. I remember going the whole calendar year in 1999 without winning a single away game. I went to most of them.
That is miserable, yeah.
Fucking.
Imagine going to every away game in a year and not seeing us win once.
Get a life, Tom. Take up another hobby. You don't have to go to everyone. Do something else. Go to the leisure centre.
Some people live for it, though. Some people absolutely live for it.
No, go to the leisure centre. Do badminton and go once a month.
Leisure centre. Go to the leisure centre. No, I'm completely against that advice. Keep going to away games. Football is beautiful.
I've got to be honest with you. I cannot imagine driving up to Bolton. I cannot imagine it. I cannot imagine going up to Bolton mid-season.
Why? What's the barrier for you? What's because
the barrier?
You
the
right? You want to be at the game.
mile, huh?
You want to be at the game, right? So that it's not
right. 5 hours in the car.
Yeah. Why don't you get? Well, you couldn't yesterday, but why don't you get a train or something? Relax.
Well, how much is that?
I don't know.
How much is that going to cost me?
If you do it all in advance,
150 quid.
How much?
150 quid.
Yeah, probably.
Well, I'd want to go and see Paul McCartney for that money.
Or Jamal Blackman do a Cruyff turn.
Fucking hell! Do you know what? If I went 5 hours to an away game, even if we won 4-0, when the whistle blow, I go, "Oh fucking hell! I've got to drive home now." I'd get annoyed.
No, you would. That right there shows you're not a real fan then. Because anybody else that goes to an away game, they could travel to the arse end of nowhere in Scotland or I don't know where you would go. If you won 4-0 at an away game, you'd absolutely love the drive back. It'd be brilliant. Come home.
What, on my own?
Yeah. Well, not it'd be a bit more miserable on your own, don't get me wrong. But if you're with people and you can talk about the game and you're excited, you've got the radio and you're listening to what their manager's saying.
Well, 5 hours.
Well, it's weird. I think that when you come back from an away game, you get the initial buzz. You get in the car, you're like, yeah, brilliant, 3 points. You get on the motorway, you think, shit, okay, you got 3 hours drive.
Yeah.
And just as you get to the end of the journey, so maybe like an hour away, you think, yeah, brilliant, we've come away with 3 points.
Right, so there's 2 hours in the middle of that journey that are hell.
Not hell, but just like, oh, okay, right, numb, just zone out. I think, to be honest, that's just part and parcel of the country we live in. Like we're in the southwest, you can't help how far you got to travel. But yeah, I'm going to go out and say it. I think away games are better than home games. Boom.
Well, I thought that when I went to Plymouth. I loved it. I loved the atmosphere. But it was just 25 minutes away.
You want all of them to be 25 minutes away?
Well, within an hour.
Well, go support, I don't know.
Who?
Birmingham City. They're probably pretty within an hour of almost everyone.
Richard James, this is the best team Exeter have arguably ever had.
Ooh.
And it's close to the most depressing live stream I've ever watched.
That is quality. That's who put that?
Richard James.
That was quality. To be fair, it is only depressing because of yesterday's result. If we'd absolutely battered Bolton 4-0, we'd be on here absolutely buzzing.
Yeah. Don Gibson, try being in the Championship, then dropping to the Conference over the next 6 years. It's bloody horrible. Yeovil.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, that's Yeovil's own fault. So I'm not going to... That's sort of their own doing. They got rid of their academy, tried to go and invest heavily and backfired, and they went...
Yeovil were in the Championship?
Yeah, they won the playoff final. I think Paddy Madden might have scored their winner. That, correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah.
Really?
Well, they got rid of their academy, took all the funding they were putting into their academy, put it into their first team, invested it right.
Did they?
Yeah, and then they got into the Championship, realised even with that money, we can't compete at this level. And then they realised, shit, we probably need an academy. And my cousin, actually, Harry, he plays for Yeovil's academy. But yeah.
Going to my first City away game in the new year against Portsmouth.
Ooh.
That's a 3-hour drive. I looked at that. That's 3 hours 50.
3 hours 50 to Portsmouth. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe from you. You're in
Yeah.
like another 30, 40 minutes from what are you from Exeter? 30 minutes?
Do you know what? When I go and watch Exeter, it takes a bloody long time. Although I found a cheeky back route to where I park.
You're always finding little shortcuts.
Yeah. But I do kind of go, oh, I've got to fucking drive to Exeter now. Yeah.
What is Torquay closer to you?
No, that'll be a ball lake.
So yeah, I don't know. It's difficult. These are really tried and testing times because we're not getting results. We've got a horrible run of fixtures. There's games that we're probably not expected to win, and then games we are expected to win, which is the worst. You want to be just plain sailing. You don't know what could happen, but we've got to be beating teams like Burton. Got to be beating teams like MK Dons, those ones near the bottom, and we probably won't. We'll probably beat Barnsley at home and then lose to MK Dons and then beat Charlton and then lose to Burton, and it'll be all over the place. But just got to keep going.
I'll tell you what.
Go on.
You haven't been to let's do another 5 minutes. But you haven't been to any home games recently,
I have.
Okay, well,
not as many as you.
The last 2 home games I've been to, they play. The team got some fans to send a message for a video message that they play on the big.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was a one-off.
They play it every game.
And when I was asked to do it, I thought, I'll be a bit. I thought, I'll chat about their legs. Now every home game, there's some bloke, me, on the screen talking about their legs, and I like watching their legs. I'm like,
why don't you ask Scott if you can redo it, and then they can edit it back in?
Well, this is what I do. So I was sat there. The second time it came on at Sheffield Wednesday, it came on the screen. I went, oh fuck! I turned with my back to it, and my boy was there. My boy, he could hear sort of stuff.
Did he go to the Sheffield Wednesday game as well?
Yeah.
Oh, cool, nice.
Yeah. And he went, oh, Daddy, it's your voice. Yeah, is it? Why don't you like whatever? Do you want another? So I was like, there's this fucking screen of me going, oh, their hair,
and it's pretty big
leg.
as well, isn't it? There's no
and out of context, you're like, who's this prat on this screen talking about their fucking legs? And like, if you listen to the podcast, it might make a bit more sense.
Yeah, think about all the away fans that sit in the telco and look across and go, hold on a minute, is someone over the tannoy talking about players' legs?
Who's this dickhead? He's there. He sat there in the Stansfield stand. Dickhead! What?
Get him. Yeah, quality.
Honestly. Oh, fucking hell.
Are you embarrassed by that clip?
Yeah, I'm really embarrassed.
Okay. All right. So what you say is we should play it more often.
And it was really loud on the first time they played it against it was quite quiet, so no one could hear.
Yeah.
The second time it was like, yeah, and I like going to watch their legs. And so I thought, if I was a spectator, just go, who's that? Who's that guy?
Yeah. Why does he think he's funny? He's not.
Oh, don't.
You tried to be quirky there on a one-off video and it's backfired completely. Oh god. And you got to watch that how many more times? This won't get, I reckon, at least 23. No, not that many. No, maybe 20 more times. Brilliant.
That's exactly what it is. It is. It's the quirkiness I don't like. Quirky aunt.
Look at this guy. He's trying to do something different and it's backfired completely. Do you regret getting involved with Exeter?
No, I think they regret it.
Oh dear. Jesus. I don't know how much productive talk we did on Bolton there, but that was a good laugh.
I sit a few rows behind David and look forward to watching him cringe for the rest of the season.
If you're there, please could we
even in context, it's a bit weird too. Be honest. Yeah.
To be fair, that is a great point. It is a bit weird.
Is it? Is it weird?
Well, no, you do you.
Do you want another podcast where we're talking about, I think the formation should be it? No, let's talk about their fucking asses.
Yeah, you know what? We should do an ass tier list.
Do you know what? That's one thing I'd like to do for the end of the season. Just let's have a league table for their legs.
Well, should we just do body composition, so like leg and asses combined?
No, you're getting carried away.
Why? How am I going to No, I'm not. No, you know what? Fine. I won't suggest any ideas then.
You'll regret that.
Why?
You'll regret that. Huh?
Why will I regret that?
Well, this is now exists on YouTube, and you're now talking about asses, and you want to be taken seriously at Sky. They're not going to employ you. They'll think you'll have an ulterior motive.
What, to rate people's asses? If Sky are watching, I don't have any ulterior motives. Cheers. Please hire me.
Okay, well, so our next fixture is, did you say Portsmouth?
Boxing Day, which is
I've said it before, I'll say it again. Oh, that was the game I was really looking forward to. Boxing Day.
So that's
and I can't do it. I can't go.
What do you mean you can't do it? That's ridiculous.
I can't.
No. Okay.
I know, and I really love the idea of going to a football match, watching a boxing. I love that. It's really cozy.
There's always next year.
Yeah, not if we're playing bloody Grimsby or whatever.
Away. Nah. Boxing Day is always, I think the fixture computer at the EFL tries to make it localish for Boxing Day so that people don't have to travel extreme. Like the last couple of years, I think we had Forest Green, or I don't know, that could be completely wrong, but someone relatively local.
Right. Well, come on. Let's send it on and up. We got Portsmouth coming down to us on Boxing Day, and we're going to play out of our skins.
We are going to play out of our skins. Are we going to do something on the Tuesday? Are we going to do something on the 27th? A little live video? Or are you going to be completely away? Okay.
I can't.
That's
yeah.
That's just checking. And then we've got Oxford away, New Year's Day. The start of 2023. Let's start 2023 off right.
Do you know what? We get a good win against Portsmouth.
Or a draw. I take a draw.
No,
a nice draw.
No.
Okay,
we win.
Okay.
We win well. We play well.
3 points against Portsmouth.
And then we get 3 against Oxford, and we're like, here we go.
We're ticking again.
Yeah.
We're ticking again.
And maybe, do you think we'll get hold of anyone?
Over January? Like signings?
Yeah.
Almost certainly. I think Gary will want to bring people in. I think there's room from what I hear, or what Matt left behind for us. There's room in the budget. So let's
and that's a loan. That's how it works all the time, is it? It's a loan.
A loan? What do you mean?
You get someone in, you loan someone.
No, you can bring people in permanently in January.
Oh, but I didn't think you did that in lower league.
No, you can.
Oh, okay.
I always say on the pod, we won't be buying anyone. Very unlikely we'll be buying anyone. So it'll be someone on a free.
Right.
Or people on a free. Might be more than one. I'd expect more than one, to be honest, given the current state of the squad. And I think, sorry, pardon me, they'll be relatively early on in January. Hopefully they'll be looking to get them in quick, I'd imagine.
Well,
I would imagine. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Here's to a wonderful 2023.
So the next pod is going to be next year.
Yeah. And if we're doing a little fan forum thing on patreon.com/David L, if you want to join it. We're doing that is that Tuesday night?
Mm-hmm.
But
I think so.
It'll be me and John and well, anyone really, Exeter fans who are on Patreon, so we can all come on to this and all chat about part one of the season.
Get yourselves on the Patreon.
Yeah. But if not, see you on the next live stream.
Ciao.
Yeah. This is going to absolutely blow up this fucking channel. See you later.
See ya.
Oh, if I don't see you before, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
I probably won't see you before the New Year, so Happy New Year as well.
Yeah. And same goes to all the supporters and listeners to
everybody, anyone that listens to My New Football Club, all City fans, everyone in the world. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy
New Year. Cheers.
Cheers.
Exeter. Come on.